If there is any leader that I would aspire to become, I think I really want to become the family leader, to help all the families become who they're supposed to be, and to help them realize that they don't have to be in the family business to be somebody, and to hold the family together is more important than holding the business together. I think it's very key.
The challenge going forward for Southeast Asian businesses and maybe to a broader extent Asian businesses, it's not going to be difficulties in economic opportunities. I think the economic opportunities are there. It is about whether we have the relational capabilities, the relational resources, and the relational resilience to be able to exploit those economic opportunities. And as the family grows as well, it becomes more complex. In Asia especially, we tend to think that the informal family structure is the norm, that it is culturally justified. If we use culture as an excuse to stop experimenting with new ways of organizing and managing our family structures, and that's my fear for Asian family businesses. Asian businesses are very progressive in their business practices. That's a given. And I would like to see more of that progressiveness being adopted into our family practices. So for example, the idea of having family meetings, having a family council, family owners council, these are very progressive ideas when you adopt them to the family structure. But they are not new in a business context. So we need to be open about having these ideas come into the family. We shouldn't see them as Western practices. I believe these are very universal, good management practices.
The two areas I think will constantly be challenges. One is the communication, learning how to mature in communicating. We are supposed to already know our roles, and so expected to perform them without communication. The other thing is, I think, the role of women and the gender issue. These will be challenges in our culture.
How to incorporate the next-gen members into the family, not necessarily just in the business, but in the family, right? The needs not only to help the family, but help the family look to give back, use what they have to impact the communities where they are operating in, where they're residing in. And the families, especially the ones who have benefited, who are in position of wealth and influence, to properly steward that, not only in the context of the family, but in the context of the society. You can draw on other families, but oftentimes they're constrained in terms of the time, in terms of the location, in terms of sensitivities perhaps. And I think for all those reasons, having outside advisors, is important. When you are in a family, of course, depending on what stage you're at, it's constantly evolving, constantly changing. But being family members, sometimes you can benefit a lot by having a non-family member without the history, but with understanding and with experience, to come in and offer a different perspective, to put things into context. The services, the products that they offer, the differentiation is not huge. Where they can really add value, I think, is on top of the investment, the wealth management aspect, is to look into two particular areas. One is facilitating a family to look at succession issues, look at creating the harmony within the family, how to include the next generation in their process as they grow. But also, I think another point is even share values about giving, about impacting their communities, which is very much in the mind of the next generation.